You have the books, but no time. You want to grow, but your mind is stuck in traffic. And when it's time to speak, you go blank or play small.
That is not video. That is mental overload. And Smart Speakers Academy was built to fix that. I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach, and I help you master 3 allied skills: smart reading, smart thinking, and smart speaking. Because confidence is built on competency, and when you read smart, you unlock speed of thoughts to become the smartest person in any room.
Click the link you can see to unlock the smarter version of you. Of course, because when you read smart, you think smart, and when you think smart, you speak like a smart leader. This is your time. Let's build the smarter version of you. This is the Smart World.
Stop comparing, start consuming. Today I want us to talk about something dear to my heart. Hello and welcome to the Smart Reading Short Break series. I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach. I help you master confidence, smartness through smart reading, smart thinking, smart speaking. It is a beautiful Saturday evening here from where I'm streaming from, Nigeria, West Africa. And we've been talking about reading for a while now. Smart reading, like we'll call it here at the Smart Speakers Academy. And I've got quite a couple of messages of professionals, busy professionals saying, so where do I pick up from? I have this friend that does a book a month. I have this sister that does a book a week. And, I just keep on hearing and sensing this whole comparison saga ongoing everywhere. And I'm just wondering, when are we going to stop comparing and start consuming? Because if you continue this space of comparison, you may never be able to actually start reading books and consuming books at the level that you want. So I'm going to be showing you 6 ways comparison affects your reading consistency and how to break free. Once again, hello and welcome everybody. It is so good to have you here. If you've ever felt frustrated, guilty, or less than anyone just because of their reading habits, this life is for you. If you also know someone who's ever felt that way, maybe they've complained to you before about this situation, then you want to share this live with them. You want to hit the like button, you want to hit the subscribe button, tell them to come into this conversation, then go ahead and let me know in the comment section, where are you joining from? Comparison is a silent confidence killer. It doesn't just slow your reading, it can completely kill it. Because it leaves you frustrated, it leaves you anxious, it leaves you inconsistent. You know the way Galatians 6 verse 4 says it? It says, do not compare yourself with one another, for each person's path is unique. I paraphrase. Do not. Everyone said those who compare themselves with others are not wise. Each person's path is unique. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Each person's path is unique. Now, why is it that comparison steals away your reading rhythm? I need you to picture this. Let's say you see a pair, a colleague, a friend, finishing 3 to 4 books in a week or a month, and they begin to share their insights on LinkedIn, or they're breezing through professional development books. You're feeling stuck in that one book you started since January. Do you know what you notice? You'll notice that anxiety will begin to creep in. Motivation will collapse. Reading will stop. So that your little tiny efforts will stop. And then boom, your confidence will hit. Yesterday I talked about how reading affects your confidence, how low reading equals poor confidence, poor reading equals low confidence. You want to go and catch that video yesterday. It was an amazing piece, right? Now, your brain doesn't just process comparison as harmless. No, it never does. People have actually, why was Joseph sold? Comparison. Every time there is a game of comparison playing out, something dies. It kills something. It never leaves anybody neutral. Remember Cain and Abel? You can go and ask them how comparison made somebody lose their life. So every time you try to compare, maybe your own level where you are with someone else, something is definitely going to die. Comparison triggers the same pathways that causes physical pain. It makes you feel hurt. It makes you feel inadequate. And that's why for parents like us who have children, one of the things you should never do is to compare child A with child B, because it can kill that child. It can kill the child. And it can also kill the child with whom you're using to compare anyway. Because who knows, the one you are calling less of the other one may end up being the one to kill the other one. That's how the human brain works as well. Comparison is a distraction. No, it's not a motivation. No. It's not. It's a different thing from getting inspired from someone's effort, or it's a different place. Comparison is not an inspiration. It's a distraction. Because when you compare, you don't consume, you don't make progress. And it's only when you consume those books, when you now start reading those books, that you start making progress. So I'm going to be sharing with you 6 ways comparison affects reading consistency. Number 1, it shifts your focus from growth to judgment. I need you to stop comparison today. Dear busy professional, yes, you know somebody who's reading 10 books, this person is reading 50 books. Just stop it, please. Just stop it already. Because that is putting you in a place of judgment. You can't grow there. When you consistently compare, guess what happens? Your brain focuses on, am I enough? Instead of, what can I learn? When you consistently compare, your brain focus keeps on asking, am I enough? And when that question keeps coming, what's happening is that instead of you to ask, what can I learn? You are constantly asking yourself, am I enough? Reading becomes now about performance, not growth. And that's not what we're reading. We're reading for growth. We're not reading for performance. When you compare, anxiety walks in. And when anxiety rises, avoidance will follow. So the one reason you should drop comparison is because it shifts your focus from growth to judgment. Number 2, it triggers reading trauma memories. You see this reading trauma? We cannot finish unpacking it. We can, like every year like this, you just have to go through a process of healing from reading trauma. Because it happened to us for years and we need healing. Let me say this. The old guilt or pressure from school, peers, even your parents, or your past failure that resurfaces in you, once you begin to compare, all of that will come playing in front of you. Your brain will begin to say reading equals risk. And then boom, you begin to skip sessions. I start saying, I'll catch up later, I'll catch up later. You see that cycle of I'll catch up later? Inconsistency. That's where it ends. It ends the place of inconsistency. Number 3, why you need to stop comparing is because it creates unrealistic benchmarks. Comparison sets expectations based on someone else's pace, style, or season of life, not your own. You're comparing yourself to the people who do a book a day or more. Where are you? Where are they per time? What is their style? What is their pace in life? What season are they in? You see, when you keep on comparing, you start feeling behind. And when you feel behind, it increases your stress. When this happens, you begin to notice that neuroscientifically, you are losing attention span and your retention is reduced. See, comparison is bad, bottom line. Don't compare yourself with anybody. It creates unrealistic benchmark. It's not to look at your progress and say, you know what, I've not finished a book in 1 year. And I mean, I was able to pick up. So I've now done 1 book. That's what I tell book just every day in the book just book. I say, begin your journey for yourself. Focus on you. Yes, a book a week is the goal, but focus on you. Where are you? Who are you? What have you become on this journey? If you know that this is what you have become, celebrate you. Celebrate you. Don't compare anybody with yourself. What you do with people who are ahead of you, in quotes, is to get inspired, not get to compare yourself. You know, it's the way the Bible says it, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. We are looking unto him. Yes, this faith, he has authored it, he has finished his own race. What we are doing is that we're looking unto him. Are we like Jesus? Are we perfect like him? Are we going to get scattered because one day you fell short of maybe your righteous walk or something? No. Author and finished. We took an author and finished. Not that is a perfect journey. No. No. Number 4, you need to stop comparing because it erodes your confidence gradually. You know I'm a confidence coach. So most times there's nothing I talk about that I don't talk about confidence. It's the core of everything I do. Every skipped page chips away at your self-belief. So when you compare and you begin to skip pages, you're being affected. But if you try to read, even if it's a page, self begins to walk away. Begins to walk away. Number 5, why you need to stop comparing. By the time you start comparing yourself, oh, this person did it, this person did this, the next thing is I start multitasking. You say, okay, now I can read, and then I will not be doing this to my yourself under undue pressure. And then you start multitasking, you start getting distracted in an effort to catch up. You begin to multitask, begin to do all kinds of things. You now say something like, okay, even if I can't read, let me go and do audio books. You now start doing audio books. You are reading audio book, you listen to audio book, you are scrolling. You now start doing skimming. You start, next thing you say, I'm reading, but you're just going through the book without understanding. Just because you want to say I'm done. Your brain can fully only understand information when it is focused, when it is undistracted. But you see, all those distracted or rushed reading owing to comparison, it will equal loss of knowledge. Again, dear busy professional, comparison isn't good for you. Number 6, the 6th reason you should stop comparing and to start your journey of consuming books for yourself is that comparison halts momentum completely. It will reduce momentum. It may even stop momentum. Because the moment you make any micro mistake, that your micro mistake will suddenly feel catastrophic. So you now procrastinate. You now tell yourself, I'll start on Monday, I'll start on Tuesday, or on Friday, or on Saturday. You start saying all kinds of things. Without momentum, reading consistency collapses. What would have been a week-long habit will suddenly become a month, then turn into months and even years of stagnation. You need to stop comparing. So now I didn't come to talk for so long. I just came to tell you that you see that comparison that's going on. You're supposed to join the Book Bingers booth. Now, where will I start my journey from? What if I don't? It is hampering your own process. Please stop the comparison. It is not good for you. It will lead to inconsistent reading will affect your confidence. In meetings where you need to show up confidently, you begin to struggle. Next thing, you begin to feel mentally behind. Before you know it, you are in a place where you are unable to contribute ideas quickly. Because you keep on asking yourself, this is what I want to say now. Are you sure Mr. Bade's point is going to be higher than my point? Before you know, decision making is slower. Speaking with it begins to feel like a thing of the past. And you know what? The longer this continues, the more your brain associates books with stress instead of growth. Consistent reading improves cognitive speed, your clarity, your confidence, and inconsistency on the other hand will take away your self-assurance. And if there's one thing that causes inconsistency, it is comparison. You know, I wrote a book, Mastering the Game of Consistent Confidence. And in that book, I said one of the things you must master if you want to master self-confidence, if you want to master consistent confidence, is your competency. Your own. The competency that you have built that you're not comparing with anybody else. Now, I want to give you 3-step shift. 3 ways you can stop comparing. I've shown you why it's bad, what it can do to you. How can you stop it? Because I really want you to start reading. Reading has done a lot to my life. I'm not the only one. But how can you now start? Number 1, track your progress. I want you to stop comparing. I want you to focus on you. So number 1 step, track your progress, not theirs. You know a friend every week she's posting one new book. You know a friend every month she's posting one new book. Stop tracking their progress. Why are you on their DM? Why are you on their status at the first of the month? Because you know that every new month she'll post a new book. You are busy tracking her progress. Track your own. Track your own. Journal the pages you read. Even though it's 1 page, they journal it. The insights you get from that page, journal it. Reflections, note it down. Measure your own growth. Measure it. You see, when you measure your growth, you begin to rewire your brain to value learning over judgment. But when you keep comparing, when you keep tracking other people's progress, you are teaching your brain judgment. So your brain will know is how to judge you. It's not learning nothing. It's not learning nothing. Number 2, micro consumption wins. Now, if you want to stop comparing, you want to start consuming, and start with small consumption. Small. Finish 1 book. Even if it's 1 page per day, it's better. It's better. That's what you can do. Reflect, apply, absorb. You know, one thing I do in the book bingers group, when they book bingers, maybe they know they come from a lot and they come in and they want to say, coach, this person said they finish right the way you do why you act the way you do. In 1 week, this person said they read Kingmaker in 7 days. I just said, you know what? Calm down. You know what I advised them? I used to say, go and pick a book that is no more than 70 pages. Do not go above 70. When I say this, be like, coach, are you serious? Because of course, we just have access to a one-on-one session with me for free. Yes, it's part of what they get. Okay. And so when they come in and they're like, okay, coach, when they narrate all their stories, I say, okay. Rule number 1, pick a book that is no more than 70 pages. Where can I find this? There are a lot of books that I've written that can help you. And the books I write, there's an 11-in-1 bundle that people just get for free. There's Regaining My Rhythm, there's Reading 3 Shifts, I read a book a week during Christmas season. There are many more books, a lot of books that you can work with. Okay, that you can use to start your micro consumption wins. So you can start your journey instead of trying to compare yourself with others. Start from where you are. Number 3, anchor identity in learning, not comparison. Anchor identity in learning, not comparison. Say it loud to yourself. I am a reader. I grow at my pace. I celebrate my progress. This is who I am. This is who I am. Sorry about that. So you want to start your journey to say, okay, this is who I am. You begin to anchor. Sorry about that, please. All right. So you want to start your journey by doing your micro consumption wins here and there. So start from where you are. When you come, you have a lot of books that will give you 11-in-1 bundle is there. The other books that I do here and there that are less than 70 pages that you can start your journey with. Of course, there are many books you can also begin with. Number 3, anchor your identity in learning, not in comparison. Who you are is a book binger. You are a book binger. When you come into the book bingers, one of the things we do is to give you an identity, not a judgment sheet. We don't have certificates there. We're not doing awards at the end of the year of somebody, this person is better. No, that's not the goal. We want to celebrate you. In fact, when we do our award nights, the kind of awards we give, some people are shocked that the system picked them to even award them for this. Because our focus is learning, not judgment. Learning is a lifelong process. Life is a school. Every day in life is a school. And the exams of life come impromptu. But the sad reality is that they taught us to read for the exams in school. How about the exams in life? They come impromptu. How ready are you for that? So, what you want to do is stop comparing, but start anchoring your identity in learning. Say these words: I'm a reader. I'm a book binger. I grew at my pace. Write it down. I want to see in the comment section. I am a reader. I am a book binger. I grew at my pace. I celebrate my progress. Confidence is identity aligned, not performance aligned. Stop looking at performance by comparing. You want to compare yourself to this person. Stop it, please. Stop it, please. So what you want to do is stop comparing. So when we hear stories like the story of Phil Knight, the founder of Nike shoes, you notice that Phil Knight did not let comparison dictate his learning. No. What he did was that he immersed himself in his library behind the Nike factory. He was busy taking off his shoes as a ritual. I mean, a few days ago I talked about Phil Knight, right? That's why I'm still referring to his story. Amazing. And he focused on his own growth, not what competitors were doing. See, your brain needs the same environment. A safe, distraction-free space where learning is a ritual, where learning is not a competition. That's the goal. Get into a safe space where learning is a ritual, not a competition. If this spoke to you, it's time to reclaim your reading confidence. It's time to stop comparing your journey and start consuming. Focus on learning, not judgment. Join the Book Bingers booth. Use the information you can see on the screen. Here, we don't do judgment. We do learning. So read a book a week, your book of choice at your time, at your pace. We give you speed reading skills when you come in. You get into a community, a global community of book bingers all over the world who are on the same journey, busy professionals like you who are on the same journey with you. You begin to build your confidence without comparison. You begin to train your brain to enjoy reading consistently. And then you develop reflection habits that reinforce your growth. So that 2026 can be the year that you can be sharper, you can be clearer, and you can be more confident. If you send BBB, just send BBB to the number you can see on the screen. We'll get you into the space. Admission into the booth happens once a year. If you miss this year, you are going to be waiting till 2027. Can your reading go wait that long? Can the mind you want to train to think with speed in 2026, can it wait that long? If you cannot, then book your slot. December 20th, the door gets shut and you will not be able to join in anymore. Thank you so much for joining in today. It's been amazing having you all here. I'm going to see you on Monday. Mondays to Fridays at 1 p.m. we are live. And on Saturdays at 7 p.m. we are live for the Smart Reading Short Break series. So yes, we'll still be here next week. Yeah. So Monday, 1 p.m. we'll still be here. Share this live with someone that is struggling. Some other person that you know that is always comparing. That even when you tell the person to read, the person say, read what? You that you are reading one book, all those kind of things. Share it like this person. Let the person calm down. And stop comparing. Stop reading from the place of judgment and step into the place of reading for learning. See, reading is fun. It's for learning. We're here for a lifetime. So we can't be comparing ourselves. Those that compare themselves with others, they are what? They are wise. Thank you so much for joining me today. You have a beautiful weekend ahead. I will see you on Monday at 1 p.m. and I'll see you in the Book Bingers booth. Register, let me see you in the inner circle where you get much dose of impact. I'll see you.
You have the books, but no time. You want to grow, but your mind is stuck in traffic. And when it's time to speak, you go blank or play small.
That is not failure. That is mental overload. And Smart Speakers Academy was built to fix that. I am Leslie Grace, the confidence coach, and I help you master 3 allied skills: smart reading, smart thinking, and smart speaking. Because confidence is built on competency. And when you read smart, you unlock speed of thoughts to become the smartest person in any room.
Click the link you can see to unlock the smarter version of you. Of course, because when you read smart, you think smart. And when you think smart, you speak like a smart leader. This is your time. Let's build the smarter version of you. This is the Smart World.